All right, my name's Captain David Edens. I own Flycast Charters in St. Simons Island, Georgia, and I specialize in fishing for sight fishing for redfish in the Golden Isles of Georgia. What we're going to do today is we're going to tie a couple of patterns. We're going to start with a pattern called the Prawns Revenge, which is a variation of the Cimarron, and I've changed it around a little bit, given it a little bit more flash, and put some brown color in it to make it look a little bit more like the shrimp we have up here as opposed to the shrimp they have in the Keys. I find this fly to be very effective in the summer and in the winter when the shrimp are small, particularly in the winter when the shrimp are small. I like this particular pattern in clear water, and there's a second pattern called the St. Simons Scampi that I find to be a little bit more effective when the water is stained. I'm going to start with a size 4 hook, 34007 Mustad, Tiemco 811S, and we're just going to tie a little small lead eye on Clouser style. And I'm using mono thread, but you can use whatever thread you like. Okay, wrap back to the tail. Trim the tag end. And we'll take about 15 strands of crystal flash to make the body. And we'll tie the crystal flash in about a hook shank beyond the end of the hook. I'm going to do a pinch tie on this to keep it on top. This is a real simple fly to tie. Then I'm going to take the crystal flash and I'm going to wrap it around the thread a couple of times to help me form the body. I'm going to use the rest of the crystal flash to form the body, and wrapping it around the thread makes it last for more than one fly. And just wrap forward to form the body. This is a very small, delicate fly. It's real easy to throw, which I like. I don't like things that are hard. We'll do a couple of wraps around the eyes. Trim the K-flash. Actually, I made a mistake on this one, but we'll go ahead and fix that. All right, I should have tied in a piece of polar chenille on the back, but since I'm using mono thread, I can correct my mistake. Come back up to the eye. Palmer the polar chenille forward. This is going to give the fly a lot of movement and some additional flash on the body. Pull the fibers back so you don't trap them under succeeding wraps of the fly. This is a real easy fly to tie. Just see, look at the cool body it's forming, and see how it's going to flow back in the water. It's going to wave around a little bit and move without your having to move the fly very much. Make a couple of wraps. Tie it off. Clip it off short. A couple more wraps. I'm going to do a quick whip finish. All right, now we'll take the fly out and turn it over. Take about a 2-inch piece of tan Zonker strip. You want it extending a little bit beyond the hook fly. And take the leather, pierce the hook. There you go, like that. Pull the leather over the hook. Pull it down. This is a real easy fly to tie. I like to control the fibers by wetting them a little bit, and these hooks are really, really sharp. So, yeah, okay, I've got the fibers under control. So I'm just going to tie this off in front of the eye. There we go. Trim it short. I love tying with rabbit because the rabbit will just sit and wiggle and wave in the water. Now, to make this a little bit more shrimpy and to imitate the brown that you see on the shrimp legs, I like to take a little bit of the 3D brown Puglisi fiber, tie it fairly sparse over the top of this thing. Stagger the ends a little bit. Tie it right over the top. If you've ever looked at a shrimp, you notice that the legs look a little bit brown. That's the idea of this. Tie it like that, pull it back over. And then take just 2 or 3 strands of crystal flash. This fly will catch trout too. Tie it in like that, fold it over. Clean up your head. If you want to, you can tie a V-shaped weed guard on it. Do a quick whip finish. I don't have my Sally Hansen's out, but little Sally Hansen's hard as nails. And that, my friends, is a fish catching fly.